castles here. She will be even more a foreigner than in Jespir. And Constantine will not give her anything. He did not love her. He had only used her for what she could give him, the keys to power, and could not possibly have any further interest in her. But the police had been after her, the Plasm Authority creepers, and sooner or later they would have found something that would put her in prison. It was time to leave Jespir. In her mind, she had already leaped 100 borders. Crossing them physically was almost an afterthought. And once exiled, once that leap has been taken, where else is there to go? Caraqui, where the new city, consigned to ashes years ago, might undergo an unscheduled rebirth. Caraqui, where her future waits. Assuming, of course, it waits anywhere. Lords of the New City breaks records. 3rd smash weekend for Biochromo. Gravity tugs at Aiah's inner ear as the internet breaks, drops out of the system, comes with a hum of electromagnets to a stop at the platform. A banner splashed with red letters hangs against a bright mosaic on the back of the platform. Welcome to free Caraqui. The last letters are obscured by the banner's dangling upper corner, come loose and fallen across the message. And that's it. There is no one on the platform, just the message on the banner. Somehow Aiah had expected more. Pneumatics hiss as the car's doors swing open. The other 2 occupants disembark. Aiah rises, takes her bag from the overhead rack, and carries it out onto the platform. The bag is light. She had left all her belongings behind as she fled, and only bought a few things in Gunalot on her way. There is only one heavy thing in her bag. A book. Red plastic leatherette binding with gilt letters. Her legacy to her new home. As she walks past the mosaic, she realizes that it's political. A noble-looking man wearing a kind of uniform and gazing off into the far distance. My father made the political revolution, it promises. I will make the economic revolution. Covered now by the banner of the real revolution. She doesn't know precisely who the figure on the mosaic is supposed to be, but she knows it has to be one of the Karamats, the family that had ruled Caraqui for generations. The promise of economic revolution had been a lie. During their years of power, the Karamats ruled by kleptocracy, a government by gangsters bent on looting their own economy, their own people. They were mostly dead now, the Karamats. Constantine's revolution had killed them. And it had been Aiah, who had, against every law, given Constantine the plasm necessary to accomplish their destruction. It is a matter of more than casual interest to discover how grateful Constantine will prove, especially as she now has nothing to offer him. And gratitude is all she can expect. The book in Aiah's bag bangs against her hip as she walks down a short corridor lined with adverts. Familiar posters for the new Lynxoid Brothers chromo play, the Metropolitan lottery, Gulman shoes, meat for the street. All alongside more exotic promotions for Sea Mage Motorcraft and the New Theory Hydrogen Company. Then suddenly she's out of the tunnel and into the main body of the station, and her heart leaps as she sees armored soldiers with their guns out, sets of goggled eyes gazing at her. Mercenaries, she thinks, because half of them have the black skins of the veteran Chaloki exiles who have been following Constantine for years. The masked eyes pass over Aiah without pause. They're not interested in arrivals. They're clustered around the departure platforms. They're interested in people trying to escape. There are counters for customs officials to interview arriving passengers, but no one is there. Perhaps they haven't shown up for work. Outside, Aiah finds herself on a promenade overlooking a canal. A pair of ascetics, bearded and grimy, sit on beds of nails.